Good morning, my dear friends. I am Dr. K.V. Balasubramanian, retired meteorologist from Chennai. This is my YouTube channel, Balavin Kural. Friends who are watching this video, if you have not subscribed this channel so far, kindly subscribe the channel by pressing the subscribe button and also the bell icon. I have planned to release a series of videos, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series, and the topic of the series is growth and development of India Meteorological Department. Today, we are going to see something about the surface observatories of India Meteorological Department. At the time of Indian independence in 1947, IMD got separated into two portions, one for Pakistan and one for India. And in the Indian area, we were having 229 surface observatories. Today, we are having nearly 560 surface observatories. These surface observatories are there all over the country. So from 1947 to till date, the number has grown by more than 300. I joined the department in 1981 at Bangalore, and this at that time the meteorological center was functioning from HAL airport. Now it is functioning at Palace Road, Bangalore, and the important civil aerodrome is at about 40 kilometers away from city. This is called as BIAL, Bangalore International Airport. HAL office is still functioning. So before independence, when the concept of network of observatories was being evolved, the time of observation was 10 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. like that. In 1875, IMD was established. At the time, there were several meteorological divisions which were not directly under the control of the IMD. IMD headquarters was functioning from Kolkata. Later, all the provisional meteorological offices were merged with IMD. Then, after the Second World War, when WMO was formed, World Meteorological Organization was formed, IMD was its founder member. So, it was decided to take observations worldwide at the same time, so that it will help while putting all these observations on a chart, and when we analyze, we can analyze the weather at one particular time. So when I joined, this time was called as GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Later, this has been changed to UTC, Universal Time Constant. So IMD, out of the 560 observatories, there are some observatories which are maintained by India Meteorological Department, And most of the observatories are part-time observatories where private means state government or an university, these people will be taking observations. So most of these observatories take one observation or two observations in a day. Wherever one observation only is taken, for them the time of observation is 3 UTC, that is 8:30 in the morning. Wherever two observations are taken, 3 UTC and 12 UTC observations are taken. Why these two timings? Because the minimum temperature of the day, night minimum, we call the minimum temperatures are called at the end of the night, are recorded around the sunrise. The timing of sunrise varies from 5:45 to 6:15 from east to west in the country. So only the observations taken at 8:30 IST, that is 3 UTC, can give the minimum temperature of the entire country. Similarly, the maximum temperature will be recorded around 15 hours in the evening. So the 17:30 IST or 12 UTC observations only can give the maximum temperature of all the stations in the country. So these two observations are, wherever one observation is taken, 3 UT observation is taken, in that both maximum and minimum temperatures are reported. Where 3 UTC and 12 UTC observations are taken, 3 UTC minimum temperature is reported and 12 UTC maximum temperature is. Some observatories which are maintained by the IMD, they mostly take 8 observations in a day: 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, like that. These are all the timings in UTC. So when I joined in 1981, these observations were reported in one particular code, which used to start with MJ, MS, like that. So somewhere around 1983, 82, 83, this code was changed by WMO. The present code is AAXS. It starts with AAXS. It has got several portions. First portion, internationally exchanged data. The second portion starts with 222. It is that portion reports the wave observations of the coastal station. The third portion starts with 333. It is reporting the maximum temperature, minimum temperature, or both, and the 24-hour pressure change. Also the rainfall recorded since 3 UTC of the day. Then the fifth portion starts with 555. It is giving the 24 hours rainfall in mm and the total rainfall for the month till that date. So it was the training was given to the observers for about 3 months, and this was brought into practice. These observatories, the number of observatories, so it has increased from 229 to 559. So how these observatories were increased? Because there was a program of the WMO called Worldwide Weather. So under this program, it was proposed to increase the number of observatories. So first priority was given to the coastal stations, which will help in detection of the cyclones. So to my knowledge, in Tamil Nadu, Kadalur, Nagapattinam, Karaikal observatories were created, the first phase. Then later Tondi, Pamban, and then Adirampatnam. And finally, a part-time observatory in Kanyakumari was upgraded to Department of Observatory. When I was working in Bangalore, the HAL airport where Med Center was functioning, this was not a standard observatory. Means this observations from this 43296 station was not reported to the worldwide. However, the city observatory with station index number 43295 was reported all over the world. Similarly, 43284 Bangalore, 43284 Bangalore, 43201, I think, Gadag, 233 Chitradurga. So these stations were also the data was exchanged internationally. So I have given a nice picture of a surface observatory, how it will look like. This is a modern surface observatory. You may be seeing there are two observatories available here. So here one single Stevenson screen, one double Stevenson screen, evaporimeter, and grass thermometers, rain gauge, ordinary rain gauge, and self-recording rain gauge. This enclosure is for the gas thermometer. So this is automatic weather station, wind for wind observation. So an observatory should be a very neat enclosure. The whole thing is called as an SS enclosure, and there should be no tall building, no tall trees around this. So these are all the conditions to erecting a surface observatory. So still more informations are there about surface observatory, which we will see in the next video. Thank you.